Liverpool Football Club is once again making waves in the world of football, and this time, their bold ambitions are focused not on a star striker or a midfield maestro, but on the very backbone of their defensive line. Imagine a scenario where a legendary Scottish left-back, a rising Hungarian prodigy, and a transfer fee that would make any accountant sweat all converge to form one of the most fascinating stories of the summer transfer window. The question on everyone's lips: is Liverpool orchestrating a masterstroke that will secure their legacy for the next decade, or are they taking a leap of faith on a player so young he could still be mistaken for a university student rather than a global football star? For over 8 years, Andy Robertson has stood as a pillar of consistency and inspiration at Anfield. His journey from the lower leagues of Scottish football to lifting the Champions League trophy in Madrid in the year 2019 is the stuff of legend. Alongside his full-throttle runs down the left flank and his gritty tackles, Robertson has been instrumental in securing 2 Premier League titles for the Reds, becoming a symbol of the club's resurgence under Jurgen Klopp. But as the saying goes, time waits for no one. Now, as he approaches his 30th birthday, Robertson finds himself at a crossroads. The Premier League is more physically demanding than ever, with young, fast, and technically gifted attackers emerging every season. The intensity of competition within the squad has increased, and the grind of top-level football is beginning to take its toll on a body that has weathered countless high-octane battles. Behind Robertson, Kostas Tsimikas, the Greek international affectionately known as the Greek Scouser, was meant to be the heir apparent. Signed with much fanfare, Tsimikas has shown glimpses of quality, including a memorable assist in a penalty shootout that secured the FA Cup. Yet, despite his moments of brilliance, the consensus among Liverpool fans, pundits, and management is clear. Tsimikas, while capable, has not fully convinced anyone that he is the long-term answer for one of the most demanding positions in world football. Depth is crucial, but in the high-stakes world of modern football, clubs cannot afford to simply hope that a backup will rise to the occasion when called upon. Enter Milos Kerkez, a name that until recently was known only to the most devoted followers of European football and dedicated Bournemouth supporters. At just 21 years old, Kerkez has quickly established himself as one of the most promising young left-backs in the Premier League. Born in Hungary, he possesses a rare combination of relentless energy, defensive sharpness, and a natural attacking flair that has drawn comparisons to some of the best fullbacks in Europe. His performances for Bournemouth have not gone unnoticed. In just one season, Kerkez has demonstrated an uncanny ability to transition from defense to attack, making overlapping runs, delivering pinpoint crosses into the box, and tracking back with a tenacity that belies his age. Statistically, he ranks among the top left-backs in the league for tackles, interceptions, and successful dribbles per match, outshining many more experienced players. Liverpool's interest in Kerkez is not a spur-of-the-moment decision. For months, the club's scouting network, led by the newly appointed sporting director Richard Hughes, has been tracking his progress. With Arne Slot, the new manager, eager to put his stamp on the squad, Liverpool's leadership sees Kerkez as the missing piece in their evolving tactical puzzle. The club is reportedly willing to invest a staggering $61 million, a figure that puts Kerkez among the most expensive defenders in the world. This is not just a statement of intent. It is a declaration that Liverpool is prepared to compete at the highest level for years to come. But why the urgency? There are several factors at play. First, Andy Robertson's recent dip in form has sparked internal debate. While he remains a fan favorite and a dressing room leader, his performances in the past season have been inconsistent, and minor injuries have begun to creep into his game. Second, Atletico Madrid, one of Spain's most ambitious clubs, has set its sights on luring Robertson to La Liga. With Diego Simeone's side known for their defensive discipline and combative style, Robertson would fit seamlessly into their system. The possibility of losing such an influential figure has accelerated Liverpool's pursuit of a capable replacement. Kerkez's impending arrival is not just about plugging a gap. It is about redefining Liverpool's identity for the next era. As James Pearce of The Athletic succinctly put it, Liverpool needed to inject some youth and energy into the left-back position, and Kerkez fits the bill. Renowned transfer expert Fabrizio Romano echoed these sentiments, stating that Liverpool are finalizing personal terms with Kerkez, driven by a firm belief in his potential to thrive at Anfield. The implications of this transfer extend far beyond the next matchday. Liverpool's plan is multi-layered and forward-thinking. The club is not just reacting to immediate needs, but is proactively building a squad that can compete for the Premier League, the Champions League, and other honors through to the year 2030 and beyond. The signings of Jeremy Frimpong and the impending arrival of Florian Wirtz underline Liverpool's ambition to blend world-class talent with youthful exuberance. Kerkez, fully aware of the opportunities before him, chose Liverpool over a host of other suitors, drawn by the club's vision, history, and the allure of playing in front of the legendary Kop. But with great investment comes great drama. If Kerkez does join Liverpool as expected, the big question becomes, will he immediately displace Robertson as the first-choice left-back, or will he be gradually integrated into the squad, learning from the seasoned Scot? Could Robertson, after 8 years of loyal service and countless memories, truly be edged out by a younger challenger, especially as Atletico Madrid's interest intensifies? Or will Liverpool find a way to balance youth and experience, creating healthy competition that pushes both players to greater heights? Adding to the intrigue is the matter of Kerkez's contract and squad number. Reports indicate that Liverpool is set to offer Kerkez a 5-year deal, tying him to the club until at least the summer of 2030. Such a commitment reflects the club's belief in his potential to be a cornerstone of the team for the foreseeable future. Yet, there are even smaller details to be ironed out. For instance, which shirt number Kerkez will wear at Anfield. At Bournemouth, he donned the number 3, but at Liverpool, that number is currently held by Wataru Endo. Unless Endo departs or chooses another number, Kerkez may have to opt for a different jersey, perhaps number 15 or 16, both of which are currently available. These seemingly minor details matter to players, as squad numbers often carry personal significance and can even impact a player's sense of belonging and confidence. The financial side of this deal is equally fascinating. Bournemouth, aware of Kerkez's rising stock, have stood firm on their valuation, reportedly demanding a fee between £30 and £45 million. Liverpool's willingness to meet these demands and to negotiate over several weeks with the player's representatives and his father reflects a broader trend in global football, the increasing importance of strategic investments in young talent. In fact, Bournemouth's swift move to sign Adrian Truffert as Kerkez's replacement all but confirms their readiness to part ways with the Hungarian, ensuring there are no last-minute hitches in the transfer process. The arrival of Kerkez would mark a significant moment in Liverpool's evolution. If the Hungarian adapts quickly to the relentless tempo and physicality of the Premier League, widely regarded as the most challenging league in the world, he could well become the club's starting left-back within a matter of months. Should Robertson decide to accept Atletico Madrid's advances, it would signal the end of an era and the beginning of a new chapter at Anfield, with Kerkez tasked with filling some of the biggest shoes in Liverpool's storied history. However, another scenario is equally plausible. Kerkez spends his first season learning from Robertson, rotating into the starting lineup for domestic cup competitions, European fixtures, or when Robertson needs to manage his workload. This arrangement would allow both players to maintain peak fitness and form, while also fostering a sense of competition that could bring out the best in each. For Liverpool, where the fixture calendar is crowded with Premier League, Champions League, FA Cup, and League Cup matches, having 2 high-quality options at left-back could prove invaluable. But every transfer, especially one involving such a hefty price tag, carries inherent risks. If Kerkez fails to adapt to the demands of English football or struggles to handle the pressure of playing under the Anfield spotlight, Liverpool could find themselves facing criticism for an ambitious gamble gone awry. The club's rivals and media pundits would no doubt seize on any missteps, questioning the wisdom of investing such a substantial sum in a relatively unproven player. Yet history shows that Liverpool is no stranger to bold decisions. The acquisition of Virgil van Dijk, then the world's most expensive defender, and the transformative signing of Alisson Becker were both viewed as risks at the time. Both players went on to become indispensable to Liverpool's success, proving that strategic investments, when backed by sound scouting and a clear vision, can yield extraordinary results. The club's approach underlines an important lesson for organizations in all industries. Sometimes, the biggest rewards come from taking calculated risks on emerging talent, rather than playing it safe with established names. From a business perspective, Liverpool's pursuit of Kerkez offers a fascinating case study in sports economics. The club's financial stability, built on years of prudent management and commercial growth, has given them the resources to compete with Europe's elite for top-tier talent. By proactively identifying potential successors for aging players and moving swiftly to secure their targets, Liverpool avoids the pitfalls that have ensnared other clubs, waiting until a crisis emerges before addressing squad weaknesses. In the fiercely competitive world of football, the ability to plan ahead and invest wisely is often the difference between sustained success and painful decline. The personal side of this transfer saga is equally compelling. Kerkez himself has been transparent about his admiration for Liverpool. Despite interest from several Champions League clubs, including some of the biggest names in Germany, Italy, and Spain, he was drawn to Anfield by the club's tradition, the prospect of working with an exciting new manager in Arne Slot, and the chance to play in front of the Kop, one of the most iconic stands in world football. For a young player from Hungary, the opportunity to follow in the footsteps of legends and to write his own chapter in Liverpool's history is a dream come true. Quotes from those involved paint a picture of high expectations and fierce determination. Andy Robertson, ever the competitor, recently stated in an interview with BBC Scotland, "We're not daft. It looks as if a deal could potentially be done. But until that is done, I've not even given that a second thought. I back myself, I've got confidence in my own ability, and that drives me forward. I've had 8 fantastic years at Liverpool in terms of winning trophies, being a mainstay in the team, which I'm incredibly proud of. I'm not getting any younger, I can't change my age. But I still believe I've got a lot to give, and that's what I focus on." Robertson's words are a reminder that, while football is often about the future, it is also about honoring the contributions of those who have built the present. From an analytical standpoint, Kerkez's strengths are clear. He is renowned for his tireless work ethic, covering more ground per match than nearly any other left-back in the Premier League last season. His defensive numbers are equally impressive, among the top for tackles won, clearances, and blocks. Offensively, he has contributed with assists and even the occasional goal, showing a willingness to join attacks and create overloads on the left flank. Modern fullbacks are expected to be as comfortable in the attacking third as they are in their own half, and Kerkez fits this profile perfectly. As Transfermarkt's June 2025 valuation of Kerkez sits at approximately €30 million, Liverpool's willingness to pay double that amount is a testament to their belief in his potential. It also reflects the inflationary pressures in the transfer market as clubs scramble to secure the best young talent from around the globe. Looking ahead, there are several possible scenarios following Kerkez's arrival. In the best-case scenario, he quickly adapts, forms a solid partnership with the rest of the defense, and becomes a mainstay in the side, perhaps even surpassing Robertson's legacy over time. In a more measured scenario, he rotates with Robertson, learning the intricacies of Liverpool's system, and gradually takes on more responsibility as his confidence grows. In the worst case, he struggles to settle, the pressure mounts, and Liverpool is forced to revisit their plans for the left-back position in future transfer windows. Each path carries its own risks and rewards, but what is certain is that Liverpool is not content to rest on past glories. For fans and football observers, this transfer saga is a microcosm of elite decision-making in sports. It highlights the importance of blending tradition with innovation, honoring club legends like Robertson while simultaneously preparing for the next generation. In business and in life, it is a powerful lesson. Do not wait until a problem turns into a crisis before investing in new talent and fresh ideas. Proactivity, rather than reactivity, is the hallmark of organizations that endure and succeed. Liverpool's strategy also reflects broader trends in global sports economics. Top clubs are increasingly deploying resources with an eye not just on next season, but on the next 5 or 10 years. The pursuit of Kerkez is about more than just winning matches today. It is about building an institution that can withstand the relentless pressures of modern football, adapt to changing tactical demands, and continue to inspire supporters around the world. In conclusion, the story of Milos Kerkez's impending move to Liverpool is about far more than a simple transfer. It is about vision, ambition, and the courage to take risks. The club's leadership believes in his talent and potential, but only time will tell whether this expensive bet will pay off or whether Liverpool will be forced to reckon with the harsh lessons of a transfer gone wrong. For now, the Anfield faithful can only watch and wait, hoping that this young Hungarian star will become the next great chapter in Liverpool's illustrious history. And here is a little-known fact. Kerkez was courted by numerous Champions League clubs but ultimately chose Liverpool because he admired their tradition and longed to play in front of the Kop, a testament to the magnetic pull of the club on football's brightest young talents. What about you? Do you believe this is a masterstroke by Liverpool, or is the risk simply too great? Share your thoughts in the comments below, and make sure to subscribe for more deep dives into football's biggest transfers.